Hi guys, hi, welcome to today's reading. This reading is for January 21st, Tuesday, 2020. Of course, these readings are timeless and oh so awesome because hopefully they help. So let's jump right in. Oh wait, promoting myself. Yes, if you'd like a personal reading, please do reach out. My information is in the description box below. If you'd like to donate and say thanks, Jonelle, you can also feel free. I have a PayPal link in the description box. You just pop it in, and that's it. And I'm starting to offer new readings, so please do check out my Etsy page. And don't forget to press the like button. All right, so moving on. Guys, if you tuned in for yesterday's reading, daily reading or morning message, whichever, talks about comes straight from the higher self, and it talks about still having some things that are kind of gnawing at us even as we head in the right direction. Today's reading seems to kind of be in the same vein based on what I'm seeing here, and I just checked the phone to make sure it didn't turn off, and it was like 1 minute 11 seconds. So yes, we're on the right path. So based on the energies that I'm seeing preliminarily, these messages come to those who are still experiencing a little bit of stagnation. It's almost like being at the precipice of stepping into the portal where your new life awaits, but yet something still holds you back. All right? Let me take some water. So I'm feeling my throat. Like, I can't even articulate right now. Do you hear it? I'm like, bleh. My tongue feels heavy. My throat feels like I'm being choked. Hold on, let me get some water. Wow. It's interesting because I know a lot of you guys probably watch the same readers that I do. And every time I watch Water Baby Tarot, she always talks about how her throat closes up and all of that, and it only happens when she starts the reading. I totally get that because that's totally happening. I need to do like tongue exercises or something. Anyway, so let's take a look here. Today's card, controlling card, is the card of reflection. Okay, now there you are in this cute little sailboat, and you are here on this very quiet, placid lake, and there are 3 homes with lights on, and this is all happening underneath this full moon. Now, what I'm seeing here is that they're saying it's a time of reflection, and it's almost like you're there in this boat, and your guides are presenting you with options, but they're also presenting you with the opportunity to take a look at what it is that is going on in your life. So it's almost like they're giving you a little bit of a time out from this pressure cooker that's going on around you. But let's be honest, the pressure cooker is really going on within you. If this sounds like you, then this reading is definitely for you. Now I'm seeing the death card here. So okay, right underneath is the Lover's card. Okay, that makes sense. So a lot of you are going through transitions, right? And for many of you, it's a transition that relates to some kind of partnership. It could be relationships, could be anything, but I was just noticing that Lover's card. We're going through the loss of something. Huge loss, whatever this is. At the same time, I'm seeing this cute little bird's nest card coming through here. And this bird always looks very frustrated. Here the bird looks frustrated, looks sad even, as it's trying to focus on feeding her little birdlets. And what this tells me is that many of you are going through your life doing the daily grind, paying the bills, going to work, waking up, making sure your needs are met. But there still is this, I'm hearing the words contempt. Yeah, there's a contempt that still lies within many of you. It could also be that you are still feeling unresolved with something. Some of you may still be waiting for that apology. Some of you may still be waiting for some kind of clarity, right? It really depends on you and your personal story. But these are the messages and the energies that I'm feeling from the collective. Some of you are doing okay, and you certainly look like you're doing okay on the outside, but I'm seeing a little bit of a not doing okay on the inside, that hidden part of yourself. But Spirit sees all. I'm seeing here in the diversity card, it's, of course, it talks about diversity in the sense of there's a lot going on, you're experiencing a lot. But what I'm seeing her doing here is almost like holding this contract up to God, or, you know, this sacred figure that's in front of her that's off the screen. And we're like, she's like, what is going on? What is this? What is this? This is like not something I expected. This is not what I signed up for. I don't understand how this is going. What is the point of this? So there's this friction, there's this anger, there's this frustration. And they're saying that there's a forgetting as well. Of course, she doesn't remember all that she signed up for. So this idea is like, I didn't sign up for this divorce, but you actually don't remember what you signed up for completely on the other side. But that, and they're saying most importantly, you don't remember why you did it. You don't remember why you did it. And sometimes they're having compassion, because they're saying sometimes the why escapes us. And when there is no why for human beings, there automatically is no value. And so that's where this idea of taking a leap of faith and having blind trust in God and the powers that be has to come in, because it's like, I don't know why this happened, but I'm going to trust you, because I'm going to trust that you have my highest interests involved. And they're saying that, because as I'm saying that and I'm feeling like an energy coming out of my, like trying to flee my body and coming up out of my mouth. So what that's showing me is that they're saying that when you have that high, that's a high vibration feeling, where it's like, I don't know why this is happening, and I feel unresolved, and I have all this emotional charging around whatever's going on in my life. I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm gripping at everything, I'm sad, I'm at grief, and then maybe I even hate God a little bit, like whatever your thing is that you're going on about. But I know that there's something bigger here, and I trust you, God. I trust that there's a reason why this is happening, and I'm going to at least put one foot in front of the other to walk in the direction that to walk in faith is what they're saying verbatim. To walk in faith, to walk in the direction that you're throwing me. You notice how the word throw came out? I meant to say showing me the direction that you're showing me. The word throwing me came out. And so when you have that kind of intention, you may be like dragging your feet, but with that cannot live in coexistence the low vibration feelings of things like, oh, God forgot me, God hates me, I hate God, look at it, I hate life. And so that's what was escaping as this person turned her attention to having that faith. Right? To walk in faith, as they say. Listen, they know you'll be crawling in faith. They know you'll be shuffling shuffling your feet, dragging your feet in faith, but go in the direction that they're showing you. I made sure to put this in there. Showing you that they're flowing you towards. You notice that flowing is a nice little push, right? So, at least we're getting a push there, guys, because, sometimes it's good to get a push. But they're saying that today's reading is coming amidst those kinds of emotions, and they know that many of you are like at this portal where it's time to move through. Like, I'm seeing that here, because look at this. First of all, the reflection card fell right on top of the two worlds card. I wanted to put it here, but they were like, nope, right there. So I follow. Yeah. But take a look at these two cards. They're both green, and that's standing out to me because both of these cards, they say, require more healing to make the jump. So in the card on the left, we've got the two worlds card. It's the two of scrolls. But what's most important is that, look at her. She's got her money on the table. She's got things packed. Look, she's basically looks like at the Patala Palace. She's got the Patala Palace right outside from Tibet. So it's like this heavenly place that she's in a good place. The fires are burning down, but yet here she is looking forlorn. The place is clean, but she's looking forlorn and looking off into somewhere else, thinking about the past, thinking about what she or he, whatever, wanted to have, and all of these feelings that I was telling you about in this card. In the meantime, look at this other card, and excuse the lighting, guys. It says Paths Unknown. Now, I've always seen this card. I've used it before many times, but I've only paid attention to two paths. Today, for the first time, I noticed that there are three paths. And so what they're saying, they're trying to show that Oh, they're even showing there's a fourth path, a fourth unknown path, because I'm seeing this bird coming in to chat. But they're saying that you have options, and for many of you, you're starting to become aware of a third, I almost had third individual. Okay, so yes. So some of you, okay, this is clearly related to a love relationship or some kind of, maybe a job where there was a third option that you weren't that you weren't aware of. Maybe available means something as well. How does this go when we have those third options, those extra people coming in who want to come in, but we are not available for them because we're still thinking about homeboy or homegirl who clearly is not of suitable, suitable potential, who God clearly has marked the X over, right? But either way, they're saying that yes, there are options available, but what's most pivotal about here is that these two people representing you, dear viewer, if this reading is for you today, they're at a place where they can make a decision, but they're just not, because they're stuck thinking about something else or someone else. This is that stagnation that was coming through here, and it needs to be healed. Look at that, 8 and 2 amount to a 10, the completion of a cycle. So what they're saying here is that part of this process is kind of necessary. It's kind of necessary to have this. It's understandable, and it's necessary to have this place where many of you are still grieving. You're still wondering why it had to be this way, why you couldn't have the person, why you couldn't get the job, why you felt led to believe a certain thing, and why some of you may say this was more like a bait and switch, why would you even give me this? Whatever your frustration is, they're saying this is part of the process of needing to cast that off just as you enter into the portal. But I am seeing a portal here to be walked through, and the portal it shifts you to a better timeline. So a better timeline, when I say timeline shift and better timeline, basically what I'm referring to is when you have multiple options for your life, and based on your choices, you can shift into, I guess, a different future reality. So you can basically get onto a different track that will lead to a different reality. So for example, many of you are registering as having cleared a major karmic cycle with a major karmic partner where, it's just done. You have made a miraculous jump, and what you have been trying to work towards for the past few lifetimes has finally come to an end. That's a major karmic shift. And once you get rid of that karmic situation once and for all, it has no choice but to shift you onto a track which leads to a brighter future. Now you're on the track towards your highest good, because you're no longer focused on somebody who is taking you away from your highest good. So now you're on a different timeline, and in your timeline you have different options, you have different things available to you, right? In one timeline, you're definitely going to get divorced later, or you're going to find out about this, you're going to find out about that, you might end up getting this illness because you're dealing with all this stuff. Over here, and you shift to a higher state of being, you have a better, let's say, life experience. Doesn't mean that bad things or painful things won't happen, but I'll tell you what, it's much better than over here, because you've learned the lesson, so you shifted. And so a lot of you are standing right at that portal. You just got to walk through. Look at this guy here. Oops, I'm sorry. Look at all the guides with him waiting, but look at, he's looking behind him. Yeah, you gotta take that step. Okay, so, let's take a look at Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is here right between those two cards to give you, he's saying, an advantage. Oh my gosh, the lighting. Hold on, guys. Okay. So Archangel Michael is here to give us an advantage, right? He's saying that a lot of you are not necessarily asking for what it is that you want. You're just feeling through the experience. You're having these thoughts. He's saying having these hair-raising thoughts and experiences, but it's like you're not. And look at his hair actually raising, and I'm seeing these fall leaves. So he's saying that this has been going on since the fall of last year. Excuse me. And we know that, guys. Things started really hitting the fan. That's it. Since August of 2019, like for reals, tower moments for many of you, right? And so what he's saying is those experiences have been coming in, but instead of focusing on asking, because he's saying you're not asking, look how his wings are blocking the fall, autumn foliage back there. Instead of asking him for what it is that you want, you're busy thinking about those things from the past. So he's also coming through with saying, let's think about the future. What is it that you want? He's saying some of you want children. Some of you want to be married. Some of you want to be married again. Some of you want to travel. Some of you just want to bury your head in the sand. Some of you want a new computer, things like that. Some of you want a new chance at life. Some of you want friends. He's saying there's so many things that you want, and part of it is about you needing to get into a place where you can understand what it is that you actually want. What is it that your heart is actually calling out for, he's saying. And I'm seeing here in this picture, he's putting his heart aflame. And it's almost like he's teaching these kids, but at the same time, he's also showing, look how this child knows what to ask for. Because he sees this open heart aflame, and his heart is open, and he knows what to ask for. And look at her asking you to do the same. So it's like, Archangel Michael is saying, let's think about the future. What is it that you want? Think about what you want. Focus on bringing in excitement that is connected to what it is you want. A lot of us are still thinking about what it is that we wanted, but have been denied or couldn't have or missed a chance for, whatever language you'd like to use. So instead of looking at what you wanted and feeling the emotions around that, instead, start thinking, okay, well, what would I like to have? Well, I would like to have, for example, somebody who makes me tea when I get home. Somebody who is there and is, been thinking about me throughout the day, just as much as I've been thinking about him or her. And when I get home, we connect and we chat. Even if we don't live together and we're just dating and whatnot, there's time. The person makes time for me. This person is reliable. This person is a foundation upon which I can trust. There's interdependence and independence, not codependence, right? So start thinking about that, but take it a step further. Don't just think about what you want, feel what you want. So for example, what does it feel like riding, coming home, right? Some of you are tired. It might be cold where you are. It's stressful. There's traffic. You just want to get home. You're tired of work, and you just, it's already like 7:30, 8:30, and you want to feel free, but then you get home, and oh my God, you open up. This place smells great. Your person has cooked for you already. They've cooked. The kettle's already on. How does that feel? And when you walk in, they acknowledge you, even if they're on the phone. They're like, oh, hold on. Hey, and they give you a kiss. Like, those are the things. Like, what is it that you want to feel? And imagine that. Feel that feeling going on. And it's like he's saying that as you feel that feeling, that's when you want to, from that place, from that feeling, you want to feel into the different paths that are available for you. And he's saying that once you actually embody, he's saying, and feel the warmth and the love and the passion that comes from feeling into those paths, you'll start to realize that where you were before does not match, he's saying. And that's when your body will start to be like, wait a minute, I don't like this old feeling. I don't like coming home. No tea made. What is this, right? Because your body's starting to get used to the idea of coming home and rolling up into some food, or coming home and having somebody call you while you're driving, and it's like, wow, this is reliable. Like, I don't even have to make the call comes in, and it's like this person's chatting with me, and I'm chatting with them. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, maybe a really awesome friend that just pops up and fills that void, and not fills the void in the sense that now you're reliant upon somebody else to fill your voids. But no, they invite you into good times. You have fun with this person. Like, it could be anybody. You look forward to connecting with who this is or whatever this is. Could be a good book. Ooh, I'm seeing some of you wanting to read those saucy books, like, and whatever it is, you want to learn things, you want to watch movies. Like, this is what Archangel Michael is saying. Part of his deal, what he's saying is that the reason why a lot of you are having trouble crossing the threshold into that major, awesome new timeline is because you don't know what it feels like. You can't even fathom how rich and how great the energy is in that new place, because you're still thinking about the past. And many of you, I hate to say it, right? Many of us on earth have probably never felt what unconditional love really feels like. You know, not from our parents, not from our boyfriends and girlfriends, not from our husbands, wives, you know, our friends sometimes aren't supportive, right? So a lot of you, they're saying, are having trouble understanding what that feels like. And so they want you to go through the heart space, ignite the heart, call upon Archangel Michael to ignite the heart with passion, to meet us at the passion gates, to walk us through thinking about all the wonderful things that we can have. You can call upon all sorts of goddesses or deities, whoever comes to you that you feel wants to work with you, or whoever you feel confident working with, and just imagine. And he's saying he will be with you every step of the way to walk you through that portal, but you've got to get going, otherwise you're going to miss the boat, is what he's saying. And on that cue, boink, look, there's a boat right here, and there's a boat right here. Okay. Thanks, Archangel Michael. Isn't he awesome? Look. What's the boat? The boat here is coming to us as the Six of Swords. Okay? The Six of Swords speaks of moving on to better life, to a better situation. Now, take a look here. It almost like, for the first time, I'm seeing this card, and it looks like he's doing his first shove off from the shore. In fact, that looks a little bit like a shore, and he's like coming off here. So what he's doing is he's moving into better territory. Now, whenever we see the Six of Swords, or like the Eight of Cups walking away, right? The idea, and what I like to do is always look at what the next card is, to give me an idea, because sometimes it speaks of what's to come. Look, Ten of Cups. Straight up, emotional fulfillment. This card is the utmost of emotional fulfillment. Look at that. They're fulfilled together, and they're fulfilled independently. Look at, like, can you, if you've never been a parent, I've never been a parent, but I can only imagine in the weakest of ways, because I don't have the experience in this lifetime, but can you imagine that energy that comes between you and the mother or father of your child, as you guys both look at this child, and it's like, look what we did. You know, it's like something bigger than either of you. And it's what brings you both collectively together, because it's like, okay, well, we're in this for the long run now, whether or not we do it in a romantic capacity, and that's because we've brought something into the world, and we have a duty to make sure that thing that we've created is seen through to its fullest potential. Now, I know some of you are like, have you met my ex? Because he ain't about that. But listen, there's something wrong with your ex, okay? Because, no shade, ex. But the point is, when we're not in the place to want to do those kinds of things, to look out for our families, to whatever, that says there's something inside that needs healing, right? And so, where are you? Where are you on that map? And it almost doesn't matter, because look, you're heading, if you can cross that portal to having that timeline shift, you will you will definitely move forward into a Ten of Cups situation. Now, I just did this, and I noticed that he's out of the picture here. So this tells me that for some of you, there are two messages I'm getting. For some of you, the message here is that you don't know who, what, where, when, why, whatever will join you in the creation or in the experiencing of your Ten of Cups emotional fulfillment situation. And then they're also saying that some of you are actually going to get emotional fulfillment from being single, and from the absence of whatever it is that you're trying to leave. So This is a beautiful thing. Nature abhors a vacuum, okay? When you get rid of someone or something that is no longer serving you, of course the universe is going to keep bringing you similar patterns. Like, that's why all your exes start coming around. They are like, dude, I'm running into my ex. Oh, he just reached out to me. I this and that. That doesn't mean get back together. No, it means that there's a nature is like, vacuum, vacuum, vacuum. There's been a vacuum notice, and we're gonna send you something. Your job is to be like, oh, excuse me, thank you, nature, God bless you, I'm gonna let you finish, but I don't want the same model that you sent me before, so I'm gonna send this back, God bless, and I'm going to ask you to update so that I can be happy. So that's what we have to do. It's about being picky. All right, remember, the universe does not speak English. It doesn't speak Spanish. It doesn't speak, Farsi, whatever the universe, whatever language you can think, the universe doesn't speak it. The universe just gives you what it is that you are energetically putting out there. And that's why people who are like, I want a man, I want a woman, I want a new job, they may get something if they're lucky, I guess, but it might not be even good. And the reason why is because the universe is actually hearing you say, I hate men. Men can't be trusted. They're dogs. Or I hate working. Jobs are no fun. I have to work really hard in order to even make a little bit of money. Those are the things that the universe is hearing. And so therefore, or I'm not worthy of a new job or a husband or wife. And so the universe just gives you what it is that you are transmitting to it. Even if you're like, I want Prince Charming and he has to this and that, they're not listening to that, okay? And so that's why when somebody shows up at your doorstep, you have to have discernment. And trust me, we all learned that the hard way, guys. All right? Okay. Tune in later for the story. Just kidding. Bring a drink. But the point is that we all learned that. So you have to tell the universe, thank you, but no thank you. Been there, done that, next. And when you turn things down and when you cut cords and when you no longer pay attention to that, that's your way of telling the universe, I'm serious, bring me something else to fill this void. And when that happens, you will start to see that the quality of what you're attracting is better. But again, the universe is just a supplier. So if you're getting something that is no good, you have to stop and ask yourself, what? Who, what, where, when, why? How did I ask for this? Okay? Instead of saying, I didn't ask for this, how did I ask for this? And that's where the beginning of inquiry is. That's when you start looking into your ancestral situations, your learning, your nurture, things like that, past lives, whatever it is that can help you heal. All right? When I first looked at this card, first of all, he's cute. Secondly, this King of Roses, when I looked at it, it kind of had like a grieving situation, but sometimes it also has an energy. Yeah, okay, let me just say all that I'm getting. For some of you, this could be you or somebody, a partner of yours, okay? But I'm seeing a sense of loss. It's like, it very well could be another partner. This is coming across as a masculine energy, so if you're watching, regardless of your gender, if you're not in the masculine energy, this may not be you. This is a masculine energy who seems to be kind of forlorn is the word that they're saying, forlorn. And it's almost like they're looking at a few things. Number one, they're looking at you and they're thinking about you, because here they are in this field of yellow roses or whatnot, but here he's holding a white and red rose, right? And it's kind of like he's remembering. It's almost like this person is trying to remember the good things about you, not like because all he thinks about is the bad things, but it's like, wow, this person really loved me, and I you know, that, like, why? That's what I'm saying. First of all, there's a feeling of, I miss that. I miss being seen. I miss being wanted. I miss being lauded. I miss being loved, is what this person is seeing. And it's almost like they also feel grief because it's almost like they couldn't hold on to it. They couldn't understand it. And now you're gone. But at the same time, I'm not necessarily seeing this person coming back to you. So some of you are like, what? All right, we're just looking at the energies here. I'm seeing this person wanting to move on with their life. I see that they don't want to miss the lesson, though. I think that they feel that there was a lesson here. And we see their guides. Some of their guides are coming in, and they haven't perceived of their guides yet. So this is somebody who may be unawakened, and they're only now kind of like, there's a lesson here somewhere. What did I do? You know, and the guides actually want this person to notice them and to have a seat here and listen, or at least to come up here. But you know what the guides are saying? The thing is, this person is still unawakened. And they're saying there's a treat for them later when they awaken. Yes, I'm sure there is. It's probably the love of their life, right? After they done torn everybody else's life apart. And maybe that's the case, right? But they're saying there's a treat for this person once that person awakens. Amen. But they're saying it's almost like a test. They're like, is this person going to sit in that chair? Is this person going to sit in that chair and look up? Because if they sit in that chair, that's going to be the guide sign that this person is coming to the table and they're ready to listen. They're ready to understand. They're ready to learn. They're ready to grow. And once this person has this seat, the guides will pop out. Because they look like guides. I don't know if you can see the heads and the shoulders. There's a cute head. There's a shoulder. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them just waiting there. And they're like, is he going to notice us? Is he going to notice us? And once he sits down and he's really like, all right, I feel like someone's trying to get in contact. What's up? God, please help me. Because I've hit a wall. That's when the guides will come in. They're like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. What's yours? Not what's yours. They know him. But my point is, right now, this person is like forlorn. They're like, I know there's a lesson here and I don't quite know what it is. And sometimes, guys, we just come into people's lives to give them a prodding. And it doesn't mean that they quite get the lesson yet. But I'll tell you, if you're watching my video, this might not be your energy. This might be somebody else in your life, because you clearly are getting the message. Okay, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video trying to see what your guidance is, trying to understand. You wouldn't be watching it. This person might not sit down and watch this video until they get to a place where they are surrendering and having that seat to have that conversation. So I'm seeing this person kind of putting these flowers in his pocket, putting on a hat and turning around and walking away. And it's kind of like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to have to keep moving on with my life. Got to get things going. And in their mind and heart, it's just going to be another relationship or another connection that didn't work out. But they got what they needed from it, which is the pork in the butt, right? And soon, hopefully, let's see if we can get a read on this. I just heard 7 months. Maybe another 7 months. But guys, wasn't I telling some of you guys that, and of course I'm reading for the collective, God bless, so obviously it's some and not all, but some of you, wasn't I saying around August? Yeah, for some of you, this person is going to come back. I know you guys are like, dude, who's coming back? Is it for me? Is it for the next viewer? Listen, as I always say, hands up. Listen, that's the realm of a personal reading. When you watch YouTube readings, you relinquish the personal reading because, we don't know, but I can feel. That's why they're saying 7 months. 7 minutes. 7 months. For some of you in 7 months, this person is going to return to you. For some of you in 7 months, this person is not going to return to you. Didn't I say a few readings ago, I'm sorry, I can't remember which one, but they were saying that if you don't have this person in your life by July, it ain't the person. Ding, ding. All right. So as they said, July is going to be a big month for a lot of us. Okay. If this person is not in your life by the end of July to stay, and for reals, it ain't your person. Okay. So I guess part of us is just going to have to keep on pushing right now and focusing on ourselves. And if this person can pump with it, and come back around July and be ready, then that's the person. If not, then you were just meant to prod each other and to push each other into something amazing. And as I'm saying that, I'm seeing this beautiful stone and this beautiful all the beauty, this beautiful 10 yen coin reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles right now. Okay, so they're saying value comes from this connection, whoever it is. It's interesting because it falls right on top of the Queen of Wands. Okay, I almost said the Queen of Roses. Okay, Queen of Wands. Okay, so either way, guys, let's just be happy that at least we're all learning. I mean, it sucks to have to learn through such painful ways. I get that. I get it, guys. But how else would we learn? You know, how else would we learn? Some of you are like, well, a heads up would be great. Just let me know. Let me know. And if you were like, this isn't going to work out, then listen, I wouldn't even get into it in the first place. But they're like, well, where's the fun in that? Where's the long-term lesson in that, right? So, any hoodles, let's continue on at the bottom here. Thank you, God, for those messages. And we send love to here. Now, I'm seeing this guy. There are two guys here. Notice there are two kings. Look at guy on the left. There's a guy on... Okay, first of all, let me say one more thing about this King of Roses. For this King of Roses, this could very well be your next person. If you go through the portal, this could very well be your next person who is currently going through his own issues, his or her own issues. Some of us, our next person is finishing up a connection just like we are right now. You know what I mean? So we don't know, but July is going to be that test. And by July, you might not even want who you think you want. You might not even want a relationship, okay? But let's look at the King of Forces. The King of Forces here seems to me... they're saying he's like a plant. So I'm seeing him being planted like if he came down from this beam, like zzz, onto the earth. He's a plant. This is a destructive force. The King of Forces, there it is. This is a destructive force. I'm hearing this is a kid who cannot keep his hands off you. Alright? So whoever this is, this is a distractor, the King of Forces. So here's my question, y'all. Which one best describes your ex? No, I'm kidding. Both! No, but for real. Don't get distracted. Whoever this King of Forces is, it could be a person, place, or thing. It is a representation of something that is designed to throw you off your course. So please do not get so distracted. Because for some of you, especially I'm looking at this storyline, this could be the person that is coming in to love you. Right? He's going through his own thing. Maybe it's somebody you knew in the past. Maybe you're giving it a second go. Maybe it's somebody new completely. Whatever. Whoever this person is. But look at this person. It's like he's looking at this guy and he's like, let me get in while he's busy deliberating. Let me see if I can get in. So guys, be careful. You guys know how to swerve on somebody? It looks like this. Alright? So if you have to hit that swerve on somebody, do it. Here's a wild thought. Wouldn't it be just awesome to just be single until July? How do you guys feel about that? If you are single and relationships are your issue. Wouldn't it be great to just be in your own space until July and at least see what's up and then move forward either way? See if you can. Alright? Alright, let's take a look at those last few cards. Okay. I love seeing these three cards together. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Followed actually by the Three of Pentacles. 3. Okay? Let's put it this way. It looks like that. In the middle, we have that awesomely gorgeous card. The Temperance card. This is divine healing coming through. Divine healing is teaching you, the viewer, male, female, or not, gender non-conforming, doesn't matter. Look, they're teaching you how to care for yourself. You know that song, 1, 2, 3, 4, say that you love me more, 5, 6, 7, 8, something, 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 so something. Sorry, I don't know the words. But anyway, just look it up, 1, 2, 3, 4 song. what I'm seeing is like she's counting at her toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like this beautiful energy here is teaching her how to bathe herself, how to care for herself, proper social, spiritual, emotional, financial well-being and hygiene, things like that. This is about self-care. Many of you need to learn self-care, and when you love yourself and you care for yourself and you practice, they're saying fidelity, that's for some of you out there, get it, Temperance card, and you practice fidelity, but also fidelity to yourself, also known as integrity. When you practice that, you automatically become a high value woman, high value man, and that's what makes you absolutely irresistible, she's saying, to the moon and stars above, is what she's saying. You know, it's beautiful. She's like, how would you like to dwell amongst the stars? Right? At the same time, look at what she's doing. She's helping you to care for yourself, learning, teaching, it's very important here. Teaching you to care for yourself. Listen, when this person doesn't make time for you, you keep moving on. No sweat off your back. You focus on you. And you go back to the bath if you need to and count your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your toes, and go back to it. Wow, this person said something mean today and it really hurt my feelings. It hurts because I've internalized it. Okay, go back to the bath, bathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's following advice on how to release all this stuff. All the stuff people put on us that we internalize and we take too personally. Listen, those people crazy. They don't know us. They don't know themselves. So how dare they? Okay? Be indignant. How dare you tell me that about me? Get out of here with that, right? And that's the kind of energy, that high self-worth, that temperance, that God, spirit, angels, guides, everything are trying to teach us. A quick example. If someone says something about your weight, like, oh my gosh, you've really gained weight, or, oh, you sure that looks good on you, or just whatever, you know, people are. Different script, same story, all right? Your first thing is like, oh my gosh, I feel self-conscious. I'm overweight, or I'm not attractive, or whatever. Wait, hold on. Temperance is like, wait, hold on a second. You have to remember, you're the star. You are the star of this movie. So we want you to have this script and we want you to flip it. Flip the script. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I'm big, or I'm this, or I'm too skinny, or whatever, flip the script on that person and be like, wait a minute, that person is hella rude. Like, who would say that to somebody else? That's really disrespectful. And I don't care if I weigh 600 pounds or if I'm completely emaciated. Listen, that's a rude person, and I don't with rude people. Bye-bye. You're gone. Next. Right? And they're saying that's the difference between low self-worth and high self-worth. Why is it that it's always you who has to look at you and feel bad? No, excuse me. Excuse me. You don't get to say that to me. You don't pay my bills, and even if you pay my bills, that would make me an employee, and I'm here to work, not to be told by you about my personal life, all right? So keep my name out of your mouth because it's none of your business. And second of all, excuse me, you are rude and you're disrespectful, and I don't prefer to be around disrespectful people because there's a right way and a wrong way to say things, and I want you to know that my weight is my business. All right, so thank you. Have a nice day. Don't come again. Right? Now, listen, you might not tell them that, but that's the energy you have to have inside. And that's what Temperance is going to be working with you on. Okay? Now, they're also going to be working with you on the outside. Look at that. The Queen of Wands is a boss. Look at her. She's like, hi, did you call? Yes. What do you need? Okay? Yeah, she's not mean, she's not whatever. She knows what she's worth. Look at that sunflower. It's hers. Somebody gave her that flower and told her she was the most beautiful person they had ever seen, they'd ever heard of, they'd ever laid eyes on. Why? Is it because of the shell? No. It's because of the heart. It's about the potential that maybe she couldn't even see. And her job is simple, to hold on to that flower for the rest of this incarnation And when people want to come and say something, slap them with it. Just kidding, no. When people want to say something, she just lightly raises the sunflower, smells it, and remembers the truth, and she says, thank you for your opinion. Have a nice day. All right? Done. Moving on. So Temperance card is coming through to teach you how to be on the inside and how to allow that inside to inform how you are on the outside. Take note of the lions. That's strength. Strength, okay? Wow, Temperance card. Sign me up. I need to learn. I need to learn. Okie dokes. Here are the last 3 cards. The last 3 cards that come up are the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles. Love it. All very physical pentacles in the Pentacalian sense of the word, right? So let's take a look at the 3 of Pentacles. What I'm seeing in this card here is you trying to figure it out. Under the tutelage of your angels and your guides, you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out this life, what you're supposed to be doing, where you are. Look, this person doesn't know, but maybe the map is upside down. But what they're trying to show, what they're trying to show is don't rely on other people because they don't know what is for you. Okay? Yours is right over your head. You're starting to awaken to what your abilities are. Look at this. And your path is. This one's not even over his head, and this guy's barely even under it. But he's trying to tell you about this, and this guy's not even paying attention. So the point is, don't keep messing with people who don't know what their path is. They're not on the path. So yes, you can connect with people, but don't waste your time, is what the 3 of Pentacles is saying there. The 3 of Pentacles is saying use your inner voice, your heart, your mind, your spirit, and come up with your interpretations of the world, your interpretations of your potential as informed by spirit, by God, by something higher than yourself that loves you, not by this mainstream society which can't decide whether it's coming or going, okay? And as you build those definitions for yourself, about yourself and about the world and your place in it, guess what? You then become the mirror against which God can help others see themselves. So in other words, you can help others grow. You can model. So let's say that this is you. Look at how the scale is over. Okay? Like you were the one here with this plate. This guy's still using his hands to draw water from the river, and you're here with this plate because you made it. You learned how to make a plate. You learned how to provide for yourself. And here, there's a scale over you. Now, this beautiful energy has brought this person into your life. And look at him using his hands, and he's seeing you. And there's this brilliance that comes over him. It's like, whoa, how is this person getting more water and able to take it back? Because what is that they have? And from you and your modeling and your ease and the way with which you live your life, other people can be shown to you so that they can be inspired and work on it themselves. Okay? And this carries a very, listen up guys, a very important lesson. Listen up. Not every person who comes to you is meant to walk with you. Okay? They're saying if people were to take that simple lesson, all of this pain over lost loves and this and that would no longer be bothering them as much. So I'll say it again. Not every person that is brought to you, that is made aware of you or that you're made aware of, is meant to walk with you. They're meant to meet up with you for a minute, but they're not meant to walk with you. They're meant to receive something and then they're done. Karmic partners, okay? All sorts of stuff. Because maybe your job was to have an energetic exchange, to model something, inspire that person so they can move on and do their duty somewhere else. And so Spirit is saying, don't get caught up in the moment. A lot of you are like, oh my God, I can connect with this person. Oh my God, we talked for hours, right? Just because you have that situation does not mean that that person's going to be your husband or wife or even supposed to be in a romantic connection with you, right? So I say let's say a quick prayer, okay? Oh, thank you, God, for bringing us to this table. We know that we've had such long journeys, each of us, and it's not about the years that we've spent on earth. It's about what we've done and what we've experienced. And we ask going forward that you please help us, Archangel Michael, and our angels and guides to walk through the portal that will lead to our highest good. Please help us to hang it up, all this stuff from the past, because it no longer serves us. Please teach us how to take better care of ourselves. Please bring us into alignment with who we truly are at the highest level, so that we can start to feel the passion and be drawn into that. Please help us to have razor sharp discernment, God, so that we can see who's just here for one season and then who's here for a while. Please help us to know where to hang our hats. Please help us to know how much energy to expend on somebody. Please help us to know what it is that we need to do in order to extract the lesson and to learn it. Please do not let us waste time anymore. We don't want to muck around with it somebody when the point is to release. All right, so thank you so much, God. We ask that, this training, this amazing training that we are coming into and that we're already in, commence immediately, and that you kick it up a notch and just be as clear as possible. God, we want to hear it. We want to see it. Please don't mince your words, because Jonelle and us, we don't like that. We just want to know what you want, okay? So please, sorry guys, they know me. So please just help us to just be on it. We don't want to waste time. If other people want to waste time, let them waste it. But we just need to get through this as quickly as possible so that we can get to a place where we feel good, we know we're awesome, and we're working to our heart's content on passionate things, okay? So thank you, God. Amen. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave it off here. I got to go do some personal readings, eat. That would be great. But of course, guys, if you have questions, you can leave in the boxes below. I haven't been responding, but I read every comment. God bless you all. You can also email me if you'd like a personal reading with me. Yay! You can reach out. My link is in the description box below. You know that box that nobody looks at, but I always look at? Yeah, that one. You can also find a donation link if you'd like to donate a cup of cappuccino for my cute little stomach. Also, if you'd like to check out what new readings I do offer, which do include live one-on-one coaching, you can. All right. Anyway, God bless you guys. Mwah! Super hugs and kisses. Bye.